Hey guys. See what's going on in here. Yeah, that's a little hot. How y'all doing? Who do we got here? Oh wait, let me turn on the chat. Oh my god. My phone doesn't recognize my fingers since it's kind of cold. There we go. It's on. Out on the spot. How you doing? We got 4 people. Everybody check in. Let me see who we got here. Man, I really need to get this thing up higher like this. Okay, this was there's nobody arrested right now. This was an arrest that happened uh, a year ago on December 30th, just a couple of months prior to Turner versus Driver. Okay, it's the very first potato cam video that's in my channel. All right, so if you go to my channel and you go click on videos and you go all the way to the bottom, that very first video, my very first video used to be Christmas light videos that I went around taking pictures of people's houses just because I wanted to get over the jitters of trying to. I mean, everybody said you can't take pictures of people's houses. Well, I did it during Christmas season, and it helped to get me to steady my camera. All right, so back to the citizen journalist arrested at accident scene was or is the very first video that appears on my channel. And yesterday, my brother was the subject of that. He had been watching me do all these, watch all these First Amendment videos and get involved in the movement. And he decided that after I'd been out there filming and not been screwed with, I had to come back home and get something to drink, use the bathroom. I mean, it was just right down the street from my house, like a block. My next door, out in front of my next door neighbor's house, is a block. I live in the forest, right? So it's just a block down the road. I was out there. I came home. I came back out of the bathroom. My brother's gone. Next thing I know, 15 minutes later, I'm getting a phone call. He's telling me he's in the back of a cop car on his way to the police station. And it was like a 1 minute video on potato cam from his cell phone, a very crappy cell phone. And so he was arrested for obstructing, interfering, and failure to ID. All right. The magistrate that he saw after he went in, threw out 1 or 2 of the charges, but somehow one of them crept back in. So he had a charge of either obstructing or interfering. Uh, they're almost the same code. And then there's the charge of failure to ID. Nobody ever said that they didn't have grounds for the other 2 charges and threw out the failure to ID. But he took it to trial. And right before they went into jury selection, I'm not reading the comments right now, guys. I'm just trying to get my story out. You can ask me your questions again here in a minute. Uh, okay, so yesterday they decided that the DA did not want to prosecute this case. However, he offered him a deal where he paid no money, he did not owe court cost, did not owe lawyer fees, did not have to go on probation, did not have to do anything, no classes, nothing. They just wanted a plea of no contest, and they even expunged the arrest. So, at no cost, he did not pursue it. I kind of thought he dropped the ball. It was the trooper that decided that, I mean, if you watch, he's standing on the side of the road and he's 12 feet off the side of the road behind a sign on the side of the road. It's like a speed limit sign or something. And, you know, he's nowhere near the area. And the trooper says, "Get out of the area. You're impeding in my investigation." And he goes, "I'm in public." And she goes, "You're impeding. Arrest this man. Give me your ID." "I don't have to provide ID. I'm not breaking the law." "Now you failure to ID." "Oh, now you're resisting because," and he's like, "No, don't end my phone. Don't turn off my camera." Bam. 3 charges. Judge dismissed 1 right off the bat, possibly 2. But yeah, it went through court. It was decided there was no fault. He had to plead no contest, and they're going to take care of everything and make it all go away. So that's how the rigged system works, folks. When they know they can't win, they give you an out like that. And I really wanted to see this trooper get hauled up there and explain her actions. Trooper Lathan from San Jacinto County for the Texas Department of Public Safety. All right, now anybody got any questions now that I got that out? Whoa! Y'all almost fell to your death. Shh. Go away. All right. Yeah, he had it in his pocket. He had his cell phone, Edward Hartgrove. He had his cell phone in his pocket in the back of the car. And even though he was cuffed, he was able to fish it out of his pocket and call me and go, "I'm in the back of a cop car." He was gone before I could get there. The officer that said, the trooper that said he was impeding in the investigation or interfering, she beat him to the police station because she was done with her investigation. And the wrecker was pulling off before my brother was even stuffed in the back of a cop car. Yeah, yeah, Edward, you're right. You still have to pay an attorney to get rid of it, but what they're gonna do probably is not put up any kind of contest. I mean, it's probably like $10 to pay an attorney to get rid of that, or you could probably do it yourself when they do that way. Here in Texas, anyway. Well, y'all are a vocal bunch. Take back our streets. I thought it was weird they let him have his cell phone in the back of the cop car, actually. I really did. But that was Snipes. And Snipes was the arresting officer when my brother and I got in a scuffle in the driveway, and we were both arrested for battery. He sat on that charge. He tried to send it up to the DA. They sent it back down, and he sat on it. And uh, shortly before my video of Corralled by Cowboys, uh, I it expired, and we were let off our bond for battery. And yeah, you know how brothers, yeah, we get knocked down dragouts every now and then, but you know nobody ever really gets hurt. It's more like we just get winded and go, "Man, get away. I'm tired of fighting you." So yeah, we're both getting too old for that. Oh, everybody's signing off. Almost lost you guys again. Well, okay, so only a few of you signed on. Anybody got anything to say about the comments that came up on my last video? Oh, did everybody disappear to go watch the original clip? Is that what it was? Because I was up to about 14 and dropped down to about 4. Now it's back up to about 7. It's 10 after 12 here, Central Time Zone. Why are y'all so silent? Well, what did you think, Alan, on the spot? That was a potato can, wasn't it? But you could kind of tell what was going on. That trooper really wanted to exert her authority, and I've been trying to catch her for a year doing that kind of thing to somebody else. I caught her on New Year's Day. I was driving by. I had some dishes for a little party we were planning that day in my truck, and I wanted to pull over and record her, but when I saw she had a Mercedes pulled over, I just thought, you know what? I got hot food here I need to deliver. I got cold food needs to be kept cold. That guy in that Mercedes, he can afford it for now. I'm going to let her go this day. But I thought it was pretty piss poor. She's pulling somebody over on New Year's. Happy New Year. Have a ticket. Well, PNP must be taking a nap. He usually always pops in on my live stream. I didn't see anything else going on. Nope. Not really. Oh, come on, folks. You got to engage me for this to keep going. All right. Well, I said what I needed to say. You guys have a good night. We'll talk later. I should have another video up next week. I've got 2 possible targets. And as always, I can't mention that, but hey Joshua, glad to see you made it. I was just fixing to kill it. You want anything you want to talk about? When Joshua Haynes shows up on a live stream, you know, like 5 people follow him. Yeah, see, there's 3 more already. So if you missed the beginning, my brother is the subject of my first video. And the first video on my channel, if you click my channel, go to videos, go all the way down to the very bottom, the very first one is him getting arrested. He just settled this court case yesterday, and they offered him a deal he could not refuse. No court cost, no lawyer's fees, no probation, nothing, nada. Just a plea of no contest so they could save face. And that's what they did. And so he took the deal. Didn't cost him a dime other than bond. It was like $200. I posted him out on bond. Motherfucker hadn't paid me back, but yeah, I posted the bond for him because he was out doing something I agreed with, which was standing up for his First Amendment right. He's an ex-mainstream media photographer, and he thought he could go out there with his little let's see, it was like this. He goes out there with his little camera like this, filming the trooper. And she came over and busted his ass. He was standing 12 feet off the road on public property, and she still busted his ass because he didn't move any further than she told him to. And, I thought that was pretty cool. And so I posted his bond. And, yeah, I'm not getting any money back out of it. And he's a source of constant grief. But he's my brother. So. Which Nomad video? I've seen several Nomad videos. I just subscribed to him like 4 days ago. I got tired of watching Patrick's View all the time. Oh, just happened. No, no, I did not get a notification. That it's probably YouTube's fault. Appreciate the support, you guys. I really, I would do this whether you guys support me or not. Nobody gives me any money, and I didn't ask for any. But there came a point when I started getting into this movement that I realized that I would never have been arrested in many other cases if I had known my rights. And that's why I do this. And I love all the supportive comments. I wrote him a citation for what, Vicky? Yeah, yeah, Grim Reaper. What they did was save the taxpayers the money of collecting a jury, and that's, I'm guessing everyone that goes through this county. I can't remember the last time there was a jury trial. They call juries every now and then, but when they assemble, guess what? The guy takes the deal before he comes out and faces the jury. So there hasn't been a jury trial in San Jacinto County since I don't know when. And when it looks like there's going to be a jury trial and it's imminent that it's going to go to jury trial, the judge does a summary judgment and gets rid of the whole thing out of court. Yeah, it's a bunch of good old boy back slapping, butt slapping shit going on around here. And I don't know that everything or anything is going to change that. Can y'all hear me okay? Somebody tell me if you can hear me. All right. When I'm in a phone call, I just noticed I had my speakers plugged in. And when I'm in a phone call and I have my speakers plugged in, nobody can hear me. They say it sounds like I'm in a washing machine. And I forgot my speakers were plugged in. So I'm glad you guys can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. So, Vicky, who was it they got a hold of for open carry? Whoa. I almost dropped you guys again. I set my phone on top of a speaker to get it up higher a little bit so I didn't have to go like this and show you my nose hairs all the time. News Now, Texas? I'm in Texas. Oh. Oh, was that after that second task force stop in 5 minutes? They came up and got a hold of Sheepdog? Jack's badass. I can't believe, that he would actually be booked into jail. Uh, yeah. He knows when to remain silent and he knows when to open his mouth. And I can't believe that. Yeah, I'm subscribed to Jack and I haven't been getting his notifications. This YouTube thing is really screwy. Yeah, they let him go before they booked him. Oh yeah, yeah. I would expect that with Jack. I'm sorry, Texas Sheepdog. Well, he knows what he's doing. Oh really? Well, you know, he made them do it right. If he made them put the bullets back in, that means he wasn't going to do it and give them a reason to pull the trigger on his ass. He knows what he's doing. Hey, much respect to Texas Sheepdog, Southside Slacker, SAX Daisy Press, the whole scat team. Solus. Hey, is Solus in San Diego? I heard last night that Womps has got Solus down somewhere near San Diego with Time to Stand. Yeah, yeah. What did he stay there or did he go back? I mean, yeah, I know how addictive California can be, but of course I moved there when I was 8 and I was there till I turned 11 on the road on the way back. Oh, really? What city was that, Grim Reaper? Olmus? Olmo Park. Is that like out northwest of San Antonio or something like that? Yeah. Almost Freedom. Almost Park. Almost Freedom. Hmm. Wonderful. Yeah. I don't know. I just got a new phone like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and that's when I started experimenting with the live feeds and stuff because my old phone wouldn't do it. This old LG. Oh well, it's a little crap phone. It was like free if you bought a $50 card or something like that, and it was new and not refurbished. So yeah, it has very limited capabilities, but it's a phone. This new one I got, it's like $30. It's a mobile hotspot. It got all these features, but today it started screwing up on me. I couldn't, like, if I tried to push something, it would scoot it to the side or scoot it up or down and make me push something else. It was like my phone was possessed. Now, I did not hear that the chief in Morro Bay resigned. I've been watching all the hubbub about that, and I've been really disappointed about how Johnny and Nasty handled that. I was kind of disappointed in that, you know, and I felt for them. They put themselves in peril, and I was like, man, I really did not expect that to happen to a couple of free thinkers like that. Uh, those guys, you know, I kind of looked up to them a little bit as far as being on cutting edge, and to see themselves get into a position where they were ostracized that badly without an escape plan and wouldn't answer their phones for the sake of their live stream and getting more views and more counts. That really pissed me off, and you know, it's more disappointed than pissed off, you know. And I don't hate anybody, but yeah, I probably did see Patrick's video from 5 hours ago. Whoop, almost lost you guys again. Oh wait, no wait. The one from 5 hours ago was the one with Texas Sheepdog and Nomad. Dude, Patrick puts out so many videos a day. It's crazy to keep up with. I didn't unsubscribe to him, but I started watching Nomad's View just just because. Yeah, I guess I've got some catching up to do. I typically watch about 5 hours of video a day, just whenever I have a chance. You know, 15, 30 minutes here and there. And I go in, get on the computer, and start looking for possible subjects. And I start talking to some people. Hey, what do you guys think about uh, auditing the food stamp office? Has anybody ever done that? I mean, right down in the lobby. Not that I'm interested in recording the clients, but just to go in, take a look around. Retro, you guys got your own conversation going. Anybody listening here? I mean, post offices have been done, and the post offices near me, they're shoe boxes. They have more PO boxes than they do public service area. Yeah, right. Yeah, Grim Reaper, you're with me on the post offices, right? I mean, we have seen a ton of those. I mean, are you about tired of that or what? It's great that they're getting educated, but my God, give them a break. You know, let the memo get around and then go hit them again. Yeah, we'll do, Josh. Got one loaded up right here. Well, I don't have anything against the food stamp office, but when they start fabricating information about people who are submitting information and nowhere in their records is there anything that says that somebody said they get paid cash only, and they call the employer and go, well, we understand you pay them cash only, and that's a complete fabrication. It kind of drew my interest, and I'm like, well, what else will they lie about? Why not? Let's put the camera on them and see if they'll start freaking the hell out, because if they do, they're lying about a lot of shit, right? Am I wrong? Hey, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me, what else will they lie about? Got you smoke right here, Josh. I live in East Texas where you can still smoke outside. What? Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, I forget who that was. That was uh oh my God, Vicky. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I did see. Yeah, I don't know if they dropped it or if it just fell out like they had it in their lap, and when they walked out of the car it just kind of fell there, and they decided that the best thing to do was accuse the person with the camera of dropping it there. Yeah, who pointed out? Who was it? It was Johnny 50 that had that video, I think, or San Joaquin that pointed it. I mean, like honed in with microscopic precision and said, "This is a clear spot. There's nothing there. And then this cop gets out of the vehicle, and all of a sudden there's a little bottle there. Yeah, I saw that. I told you I watch several hours of video a day. I'm subscribed to everybody pretty much. A few of you, I'm still waiting to um, form an opinion on how well you're going to fit into all the hours that I do watch. But hey, I'm not judging. I'm just waiting for you to catch my attention in a really big way. I mean, that's how I've made it this far. You got to pay attention to the good ones. If I hadn't caught on real quick that you can't just follow the guys that have 1.5 million views. I mean, those are the guys that steal everybody else's videos that have 1.5 million views. So it took me a little while to learn that. Yeah, that was funny. The cop asked him if he had been drinking when it was probably him that dropped it, or that it was probably the female cop. She was the one acting psycho, like she had been drinking little airplane bottles of vodka or whatever the hell that was. It was probably vodka because that's what people drink when they don't want anybody to know they're drinking on the job. They drink vodka because it has very low odor, except it makes them smell like they're about to die of cancer. Hey, we got a West Coaster. Welcome. Desert Sentinel, welcome. That was a pretty instructional little video you had a while ago, Desert Sentinel. And yeah, I loved the palette reset. Yeah, you know, it was kind of like smelling coffee. You know, every now and then you just got to like clear all this crap out of your nose and you can smell a fresh cup of coffee. But you can look at a picture of a kitten and just go, yeah, I've seen a lot of terrible crap today, this week, and that little kitten, yeah, it's time for a fresh perspective. I appreciate that. I hope you guys do too. So we all going to talk about which video was that? Help somebody post a link. Let's all go watch it and come back and talk about it. Let me see what I got loaded up. Yep, I got nothing loaded up. I got no notifications. Hey, hang in there, buddy. I support you, Desert Sentinel. Well, you know, the welfare office and the food stamp office are pretty close. I don't know if there's a differentiation on the left coast, but yeah, why not? Let's give the post offices a rest and everybody go out and audit the food stamp office. Okay, you want to go look at the San Marcos, Texas from News Now Patrick? It's probably in my notifications on my homepage, but yeah, it's not in my phone notifications. Has everybody seen that? Two hours ago, I was having to hunt down and find the audits that SAX Tazy Prez loaded up. Yeah, they got cleared off my phone so quick because everybody mirrored Onus News Network. Yeah, yeah, they filled up all my notifications with mirrors of Onus News, and also the mirrors of Morro Bay. And so, yeah, that cleared out all my notifications real quick. You ought to see the shoebox that they have our food stamp office in. It's the Department of Human Services, and yeah, there's like a 20 by 12 area with seating and a television telling you what a piece of shit you are. That all these services that you need to enroll in so they can get more federal money. And yeah, yeah, I was in there. I lost a job when Obama got elected. I lost a job. I had to go in there and apply for food stamps, and I wasn't proud of it. But you know what? I needed that, and I paid for it. I paid taxes. I worked a job. I was, I needed it. I went and got what was mine. My employers flat out told me that the reason I lost my job is because, well, I won't repeat what they said, but they were fucking racist. And because we got a certain flavor president, I no longer had a job because he was going to raise taxes on small business. And yeah, they went out of business shortly thereafter. That tends to happen to people that fire me. Every business that's ever fired me has gone out of business. Yeah, I've lost several businesses, Sentinel. Yeah, I am an entrepreneur. I got, oh, you know, you see all this plastic behind me. There's a reason that plastic's up. It's because there's a bunch of tools from when I used to run my own business that are out here, and I have no other good place to put them. The barn is leaking a little bit. We just did some work on the roof right before it started leaking again, but the asshole that was up on the roof stepped in all the wrong places, loosened up all the nail holes. And what good is it up there to go up there and seal the roof if you're going to make a bunch of holes? So, yeah, I don't even know where he lives anymore. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Hey, you know what? I thought about getting the 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 sheriff to hire me to do police training videos or to go do on-site videos. They won't give me the radio transmissions. And you know what? I'm going to go FOIA after seeing Tom Zebra's video today about how much they spent in Las Vegas to start hiding their radio transmissions. Gave me the idea. I need to go FOIA how much it costs for them to hide their radio transmissions right here in my little bitty county. I mean, there's like 1,000 people live in the town of Cold Spring, and the entire county has like 4,000 residents, I think. And it's the second poorest county in Texas. Now, how much did they spend? Because the sheriff constantly complains about not having enough money to pay his deputies to keep them around. Well, how much money did you spend on hiding your radio transmissions that you could have given your deputies a raise and got them to stick around? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while for me to start asking the right questions. I told y'all in the last video, I'm not a great journalist. I'm not even that good of a journalist, but I'm learning. And boy, it takes a while to start asking the right questions. And when you start asking the right questions, you start running into people that oppose you and will censor you and try and take you out. And so I've been being careful. But yeah, I'm starting to get on the right track. Yeah, yeah, around here, I've seen those Germans huddle up on the wall near a source of light, and then as soon as you come out and disturb anything, they scatter. Like they're having little pagan rituals. You know, these little cockroaches, these little police, these masons, these you know, Illuminati having their little pagan rituals. And then when you start shining a light on them, they scatter like roaches. But they come out of the woodwork on you and run up your leg and try and get you. Yeah, you guys know. That's why I like you guys. I've about run off all my friends. They're too scared because of the county I live in. They don't want to be associated with me anymore because I start shining light in wrong places. You know, yeah, all I had to do was point my camera at a cop car and they're afraid to ride with me. Yeah, yeah, that's how scared these people are. I'm out here all alone, folks. Where's Waldo came out of the woodwork the other day and said he's in the Conroe area. And I'm like, why haven't we been out to go do some filming together? Well, he's got his honey holes, so he's doing his own thing. Then I saw another one of his videos, somebody commented that they were also in the area and they were called News Now Texas. And I'm like, I never heard of that, but I tried to go subscribe to them. They had one subscriber. Anyway, yeah, I got on a little rant for a minute. Was I running my mouth too fast and everything started glitching out? Hey, Vicky, these cops around here definitely get handouts. I can go up there probably right now, and there will be 3 cars idling in front of the department, ready to scramble. I guess we'll call it, like as if they were fighter jets. And there will be a half-dozen cars lined up against the side, and the rest of the guys take their cars home, and there's nothing, no activity, nothing going on, except there might be 1 or 2 units in outlying areas of the county trying to pull over drunk drivers. And, you know, hey, those guys are out there earning their money, but everybody else is sitting around with their hands in their back pockets, or like this, waiting around for something to happen while they're him-hawing around about how their garden is growing, how their children are corrupted by these gangsters. They're so paranoid of gangsters. Is there somebody named No Buffer? Oh, the guy with the long red beard? Yeah, that would be James Freeman, I believe. I just subscribed to his channel, I think yesterday. Because the only videos I ever saw from him before that were like 45 minutes long. Yeah, that was kind of funny, wasn't it? I had to look back through the comments and say, did I miss something? Thank you, I've been here. Hi, PNP. Hey, PNP, I worked in a convenience store, man. They have their own cups. Yeah, yeah, because the company that gives them their free coffee still writes it off, so they have to keep track of the cups. I haven't gotten very many comments on that rant I just ran off with, but PNP is experienced enough to know what questions to ask, and that's why he has those answers, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah, you know, when you're a child of the print news before the corrupt media, was as corrupt as they are on TV nowadays. Ah, Sarah, you missed a rant. I guess I'll save this. How long is this? 45 minutes? I'll tell you what, I'm going to cap it at 1 hour so that you can go back to 35 minutes and listen to me for like 5 minutes. Hey, you know what? What time is it? Yeah, I'm going to have to refill my bottle of water. Oh, wait, I've got a refill. Yeah, I've got another bottle of water. But I'm going to finish my beer first. Hey, Ian. Ian Varick. When I lived in California, I went to Barcelona Hills Elementary School in Mission Viejo, and there was some kids down the street, and one of the brothers that was my age, his name was Ian, and his brother's name was Varick. So that's that's pretty freaky. That's cool. Oh, is he a troll? Well, you know what? The brothers that lived down the street that were Ian and Varick, guess what? They were trolls of the neighborhood. Tried to bait everybody into a fight on like a every other day basis. And like once a week, every month, they tried to get everybody to be their friend. And once you came down to their house, then they tried to start fights with everybody. Ah, okay. Well, hey Sarah, why don't you just tell us? Is there a date for tomorrow? Hmm. It's Morro. There's no W on the end. And I wouldn't have pointed that out if 12 people hadn't pointed it out before me, but it still keeps happening. Why am I not getting any damn notifications? Is it because I'm live? Uh, well, yeah. Most of you guys missed the reason I started this stream, and that was because my brother had a court date yesterday, and he was the one that was the very first video on my thing. If you go to my channel, click on my videos, and go down to the very first one, the potato cam view of my brother getting arrested. He settled that yesterday. They dropped for a plea of no contest. They dropped all court fees, all lawyer fees, any fines, no probation, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Just get the hell out of it. Yeah, that was the whole point of me starting this live stream. So, yeah, you guys tell me the Morro Bay chief of police has resigned and the city council, what? Sipo, yeah, no contest is considered admission of guilt, but they also agreed to expunge his record. Now, I'm sure that means an uncontested expungement of his record. He's going to have to pay to get it done. So Yeah, the ball is left in his court on that one. But all the rest of the stuff, he's out of it for no money other than $200 bond I put up to get him out of jail. Yep, he was a victim of a state trooper asserting her color over him, and he would not bend over with his little potato phone like this. Yeah, well, you know, it's a trooper that was had the arrest on him, and by God, people love their troopers around here. Can't have anybody challenging the authority of a state trooper. We'll send Chuck Norris after your ass. They can't afford Chuck Norris, the second poorest county in Texas. The sheriff had the audacity to brag to me a couple of months ago when I was talking to him about the second poorest county in Texas. And he said, even the poorest county in Texas, their sheriff has twice his salary. Didn't say anything about their employees, but I think he was insinuating their employees made more than his employees. But he also spent $100,000 or better, I'm sure. I will I will FOIA those records on Monday to find out how much it cost for them to hide their radio transmissions. But as much as he bitches about his wage or his salary and the salaries of his employees, I'm betting that everybody there would be a lot better off if they didn't hide their radio transmissions at that expense. And that was part of what my rant was, Sarah. But I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the troll that used to come after Dave, and his name was Steve Watson. Back in the days when he came down here and did the San Jacinto County audit with me, he now is on our side, and he's done a few stories. He's outed a few cops, and he's gotten some tyrants out of here. You know, the name of his website is sentinelalert.org or sentinelalert.com. He also bought that. And give him a look every now and then and see what he's up to, because he handles some of these stories around here. He's even written a few stories on me. I don't know if they're still published. You can't demand bail back around here, not when you go through a bondsman. When you go through a bondsman, that's it. That's their fee. They pay your bail and you pay a fee for that. And when they get it back, they get it back and you get nothing. Your ass is done. Yeah, I think it's pretty shitty. I think that in that case, if you have to hire a bondsman, you ought to be able to actually buy your bond back from the bondsman. Just let them keep their fee. Like, okay, so let's say you got what, a $1,500 bond or a $500 bond. They're going to charge a minimum of 150 bucks. Well, 50 bucks of that is like their fee. Or I'm sorry, it's a $500 bond. 50 bucks is how much it costs to get you out of jail, and 100 bucks is their fee. All right. If you pay them the 50 bucks, or you see where I'm going here? I mean, they've already earned their fee. If you pay them back the 50 bucks at the end of the thing, you ought to be able to get your bond back, except for the 50 bucks. I don't know. It sounds all stupid, but so is the way it works right now. It's all stupid. It's all one sided. you know, and plus, this county practices civil asset forfeiture. Yeah. You got anything on you when they pull you over that might be part of um, a burglary ring or a meth lab or anything like that? I mean, maybe you went to the head shop and bought a big glass bong to put in your living room, and they pull you over on the way home, and they say that that's a piece of laboratory equipment. Then they get a civil asset forfeiture warrant, and they come and raid your house and steal all your computers, take all your assets, anything you have, throw your ass in jail to make sure you have no money to pay an attorney. And that's the way they operate around here. Okay. And it's coming to a town near you because they're getting away with it repeatedly. There's not too many people here to name all at once. Come on now. All you got to do is scroll 15 clicks north, and you'll find out everybody who's here. Hmm. Well, yeah. Jeff Sessions has nothing to do with the civil asset forfeiture here in San Jacinto County. But let me tell you, every time San Jacinto County gets a civil asset forfeiture warrant, I mean, that dude was hauling ass. It didn't sound half bad either. Oh, every time they get a warrant, oh, I'm sorry, that guy is still making noise with a really good sounding engine, and I totally lost my train of thought. But these civil asset forfeiture warrants involve the Harris County DA's office and the Harris County Sheriff's office. I'm pretty sure because that's where our sheriff came from. And he learned these tactics from those departments. And so he's using that to gain money for his budget here. But anything he collects, he has to put into the general fund and then beg the commissioners of the county to get that money back. It's really quite convoluted, but I'm glad there is a little bit of a check that just doesn't say he can keep this money that he collects. That would lead to entirely a different corrupt situation that would just put him in way too much power to start encouraging this more and more. The fact that he has to co-op with another agency in order to get the FISA warrant or the warrant for the civil asset forfeiture means that there is a slight check and balance, but it ain't nothing. Just because he has to go to another department doesn't mean it's not an automatic thing. Sarah, I did not see Texas Sheepdog in cuffs tonight. I missed that notification. We were talking about that a little bit before you got here. Whoa, went too far back. Okay, yeah, well, Jeff Sessions is all about the war on marijuana. So, um, as far as I know, our sheriff is hard on marijuana. And he said he'll lock you up just the same as if you had cocaine or meth. It doesn't matter to him. It's all illegal drugs. And yeah, one of those guys, uh, Sessions, is in league with that. And you know, I'm not sure quite what the connection would be to the federal government on that, but as far as I know, civil asset forfeiture has to come through a federal court. I don't think the county court can do it. That's just something I have not investigated fully. If you have more knowledge, you are certainly welcome to enlighten us. I will hear your testimony, sir. As all of 11 of us will. It's nice to have more likes than visitors, but I'd rather have 16 people here than 16 likes. Okay, it's 1 hour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been keeping tabs on what's going on with Jeff Sessions. And you know what? He's turned into a damn couch potato. All he's concerned about is war on marijuana, it seems. And he doesn't want to investigate anything that has to do with making this country better. He just got his own agenda. Now, I agree. I agree. Yeah. But who's he lobbying or who's lobbying him? Yeah. He's doing his own thing. He's not working for the people. I don't know of anything that he's working on that can better this country. Hey guys, it's about time to go. I'm gonna cut it at 1 hour, and one of those guys, I think you did subscribe to me. You could hit me up in the comments on my video if you got some kind of article you want to send me. Fraternal Order of Police. That's just another branch of the Masons, correct? Sounds like a union, but we know who's controlling them. All right, everybody, it's time to say goodnight. Hey, Sarah, you've got wrenches on so many channels. I hate to ask you to do it on mine, but I don't need that yet. I think that I eventually will, but however, we'll see who else stands out in this region. I stay up so late, I may need some West Coast people to actually be wrenches on my channel. But once I start going live on an audit, I probably will need that. I'm not worried about it at this point. But you guys stay safe. Thank you for the well wishes. I love you guys. Thank you for the love and support. And we'll talk again. Hey, we'll see what happens. I dropped off papers that I printed up from the AG's website for a complaint form for San Jacinto County. I'm going to go Monday when I do my FOIA request for how much they spent on their hiding their radio transmissions. And I'm going to see if they have the new complaint forms ready. All right. Good night, you guys. Concerned citizens, signing out.